Hey guys, welcome to podcast number 2. I'm Pete and this is David.
Hi.
And today we want to talk a little bit about the challenges of 2017 for chatbot developers and in the whole chatbot space, and also answer the questions that we got from the last episode. David.
Yeah, actually the first question we got last time was what are the biggest challenges for chatbot developers in 2017? And I think before we start answering this question, what's coming next, we should look back on what happened in 2016.
Okay. What happened?
Beginning 2016, Chris Messina termed conversational commerce. Mm-hmm. And back then, it was in January, no one had a clue about chatbots. And then in April, Facebook announced a messenger platform, and everyone got crazy about chatbots.
Yeah. Everybody wanted to do chatbots, right?
Everyone wanted to do chatbots. And everyone was like, okay, we are building this conversational commerce kind of stuff where people can text or service in natural language. But actually that didn't really happen because most of the bots out there, especially like the successful bots, they're not in natural language. They're mostly just using the designs, the UI designs of the messenger platforms.
Absolutely. So why do you think is actually natural language for commerce, why is it even a good use case? I mean, when I want to go shopping, the cool thing on web stores is that I don't have to talk to anybody, right? I don't want a human or a bot that chats to me. I just want to have a browse through products and want to buy, right? Isn't that what you want when you shop? No?
Yeah, that's actually what I really want, but I've never been to a mobile website where it was like, fuck yeah, this mobile website, this is really great. It's never happened.
That's true.
And then you have like these apps. I mean, some of the mobile apps are still good, but my shopping experience, the best one is still on desktop.
Okay.
But I wanted, actually, I'm more mobile in the last days or like in the last couple of weeks. So I think that we need a platform where we actually can interact easily with the service. And natural language is an interesting point there because you just go to the bot and say, hey, I need this, I need that, same as you would do with Amazon Echo.
Agree. So, but it didn't happen. So you were talking about nice use cases where it's not really about the conversation, but more about the usability and the like nicely done integrated app. So I think actually Epithumb did a really good job when it comes to shopping. I mean, more like style advice. It's a bot where you basically tell the bot what you own, like the stuff you own actually to wear, the clothes, and it gives you advice and recommendations on what to combine and how to have a fantastic look. I mean, that's a use case that is brilliant and I really love it. Other than that, I haven't seen any good like shopping or shopping use cases. What's the problem here?
I haven't seen that much shopping use cases.
Yeah.
I think the main use cases on Facebook Messenger is still in use. I think the most featured bots one of them is always Swelly, and the others are mainly news bots.
Yeah.
So, and there's actually not much interaction going on. It's just a subscription service on a different platform.
It's kind of replacing newsletters for me, right?
Yeah.
So you get an information by CNN or any other source that you like. But let's go back to the original question. So, what are the challenges in 2017 for chatbot developers?
I think there's still a lot of AI missing and recommendations missing in the bots because right now it's just bringing mobile websites to another platform.
Yeah, agree.
Same use case, no recommendations, no AI, and I think that's one of the biggest challenges in 2017 because bots need really good recommendation because it's a personal space. The messenger is a personal space, and ideally, your chatbot, your service knows what you want to have or what you want to do next or what you want to buy next and whatsoever.
And then we need to work on smarter bots, right? That actually can answer your questions when you have any and actually makes you feel like you're in a conversation with a friend rather than with a robot that just replies like standard messages, right?
I mean, there's also a use case for that one. Yeah.
Of course.
Also, dumb chatbots will exist in the future and make sense, but I would love to see more of the AI and really smart chatbots in the future.
I mean, another thing that's really booming right now is actually voice. I mean, Amazon Echo, Google Home, that's things that I would invest right now, which is really brilliant, where you can just talk and basically get an answer, right? What is happening in this space?
I I think it's really interesting because last year the CEO of Baidu, is China's largest search engine, he said that right now around 25% of all searches are through voice, and he predicts that by 2020 50% of all searches will be through voice. So it's
why this is way more natural, right? I mean, when I have a question, I want to ask this question, not type anything.
Yeah.
I wouldn't type pizza. I would like, okay, where can I get pizza right now? That's what I want.
Yeah, I think especially if you're home alone, it's more natural to just shout it out than pick up your phone and start texting. Because it's quicker and it's all about time, and you want to have to deliver your value quicker, and that's why voice is the next evolution.
Good. Okay, next question. So we had this question about the best programming language, which we all know is Clojure, but still, are there any other good programming languages for chatbots out there?
The funny thing is, right now most of the developers using Node.js.
Yeah.
But the good thing about chatbots, since it's only server-side, you can use any server-side programming language. There's no need to change to Node.js just to build bots. You can use PHP, you can use Python, you can use Java, whatever you want. So you can use everything.
I mean, okay. So when I'm a developer and I want to start, when I'm not a developer, I use JetFuel or anything where I can just build a bot from scratch without any coding. Right? This is simple and easy for simple use cases. If I'm a developer and I want to start coding on a platform like Messenger, how do I start? What language do I use? How do I structure that?
If you're already a developer, there's no need to learn a new language. I think the easiest way is just start off with the language you're already used to, because you're proficient in this language, you can use it, and then just try to set up a webhook and try to start with some simple Q&As, like if the user says hi or hello, you just answer with hi, and so on.
So we're talking about
just some simple
human conversations built into the messenger that you actually can start and then train your bot to make it smarter. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. This is like the first level where I would start.
Yeah.
And at some point, you probably need to switch to a tool or a toolkit which is capable of understanding natural human language.
Yeah. What is out there? What do you recommend?
The biggest players so far, I think, they're API AI, which was recently bought by Google, and with AI, which belongs to Facebook. And they both are natural language processing tools. So they have an API. You can model the conversation on their site, and they have an API, so you can forward every incoming inquiry from the user.
Okay.
And what they give you back is an intent and entities of the sentence. So for example, if the user is sending you, what's the weather in New York tomorrow? Then these tools give you back the intent is weather search, and the entity is New York and tomorrow.
And the match is 99% in this case.
And then they give you a confidence level that they're like 10% sure that it's...
Nice. All right, good stuff, good stuff. Okay, so we do also have a special guest today, Thomas from Lemmings.io. And Lemmings is awesome. Why is Lemmings awesome, Thomas? Tell us what it is, what it does, why it's awesome, and why are you awesome?
Thanks for having me on the show. So Lemmings is an event series, an accelerator program about art on the one hand and artificial intelligence on the other hand. So what we did in the summer was basically exploring user interface concepts and basically trying to understand how chatbots work, since it's still like a very young field and very early field, especially on the new platforms. And what we are doing again this winter is doing the same program in different locations. So one part of the program is that you don't actually know in which locations it will happen. So you basically just show up in the morning at a meeting point, and then we'll take you to the location and introduce a topic, and then the whole day is basically about exploring what can a chatbot do in this topic.
Nice. And what can I achieve during this program? What can I learn?
So during the summer we built over 100 bots. So it's basically about trying out a lot of things, different technologies. So in the summer we use Python. In the winter we will use Clojure. So there's always new stuff to try out.
And another very interesting thing at Lemmings is that how many male and female candidates did you have last time?
Yeah, so we in the summer we had about 2/3 of the participants were women. So one thing
Two-thirds?
Two-thirds, yeah, which is I think unusual for a tech hackathon style of event, because there's usually a 9-to-1 ratio.
Nice.
So I think it's one part of the program is also showing that there's a lot of very good talent in the scene, and there's programs for people that are curious about finding out how chatbots work.
Awesome. So let's just go to lemmings.io. You can apply if you're looking for something awesome to start the new year with. How long can I apply?
You can apply until 24 hours after New Year's Eve, so you still have some days.
In GMT plus 1.
GMT plus 1. Yeah, that's
yeah, no
the
time.
Yeah.
All right. Hey guys, thank you for watching.
And all the best for 2017.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.